Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. So, between data, government, and religious war, which do you think is Nigerians' problem?
Um, okay, for me, I would say government is Nigeria's problem right now
Okay.
because the other two things you mentioned are a function of what the government does. Now, if there was good government, data shouldn't be this expensive because I don't say I should be buying data for as expensive as I buy data right now. I used to buy data for like 1k or just for the weekend or something, but now if I have to do a weekend plan, I have to like 5k for data for the weekend, and it's crazy. But if the government was good and things were less expensive, let's say if they can make the dollar come down to 500, if you're buying data for like probably $100, and that would be very good. So I think the main problem is the government, and if the government can get it right, then every other thing should actually fall in line. So for me, yeah, I think that's the major problem we have in Nigeria,
Wow.
government.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very much welcome.
Let me begin with the religion aspect of our problem. I don't see religion as as our problem anymore, or it's relatively not as big as people thought it were or it is. Premise on the fact that with the advent of technology, right, and the proliferation of mass media, I use narrow that social media, right, you would agree with me that religious differences and religious antagonism has been curbed to a greatest minimum, right? It has been curbed maximally in a sense that unlike before, right? You see us go against each other. Oh, we believe as a Christian, I don't even eat on Saturday on a Christmas day. As a Muslim, I don't even eat Christian food. Or Christians will be like, oh, a Muslim food I don't eat. But you see, things are changing with the advent of social media, right? We're getting to understand that, oh, it's not really what some of these people have taught us, that it's actually the real facts. Facts are really coming out. People are now doing research on themselves, on their own, and they're beginning to know a whole lot of things, a whole lot of hidden truth that they don't know. That's one. Secondly, you might agree with me that in recent times, because of social media, you see some Islamic, a Muslim, in quote, songs that are hit songs, and Christians jumping on them and they're vibing to them, right? You go to some wedding in the Connaught and some other areas now, you see they do what you call like that's wedding, right? Marriage, engagement, and all of that, and you see our Muslim sisters vibing to the secular music, believing to be on the other side, right? Even some gospel music now being played during our, and our sisters are vibing to them. So in this modern time, religion to me is no longer really the thing, apart from few fanatics that are embedded in that aspect. But in the whole, religion is not really a problem. And as for data depending on the time and depending on government, you understand. There are people that data is not really their problem because where they work, they provide them data. Some where the houses where they live, they provide them data. Some in the estate where they live, they provide them data. Data to me is not much of a problem to so many people. Though there is increments in the cost of data, however, you must go according to your capacity, right? And depending on how you use social media or how you use the phone in recent times, a lot of people are making a lot of money from phones. You understand? This Android and your iPhone and whatsoever, iTunes and all of that. Instead of you buying data and go there and be watching movie and be doing all sort of irrelevant things that will not really profit you, why don't you use that to market your product, market your brand, create content, do something that is productive? So to me, on this ground, I'll tell you data is never of a problem. Now let's come to government. If you say government matter, that one now be waiting to hit almost all of us, because some of their policies and programs are not really people centric. You understand? Some of their policies and programs are not really people centric, and when it's like that, obviously it's affecting the people. You understand? We can go ahead and mention 1, 2 of their policies and programs that are not helping people. You understand? So government on their own part, again, they have their own problem, because a lot of things we say, oh, government, they are supposed to provide amenities. They are supposed to provide infrastructure. They are supposed to make us live good. Our road networks are bad. There is lights for like 3-4 days now. You go to some area, there is no light. Potable water, some people cannot drink. good cleaning, good clean water in their environment. Those are things that government should provide, right? Give us good hospital, make sure our schools are functioning and all of that. They don't do those things. You understand? And if these things are not in place in many areas, I would bet to say government is actually the problem. You understand? I would rather blame government more than blaming data or religion, if you ask me.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much for this one.
Actually, everything is a problem in this country, but the government makes everything difficult. So, actually, I would say government.
So everything is a problem,
Yeah,
but government is the main
main
problem.
problem, because they make everything difficult for us.
All right, all right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Basically, I think everything affects everyone. It depends on the one you face your mind mostly on and you focus on. So everything affects everyone. It depends on what you're thinking of, what you're focusing on, what exactly you're putting yourself and your mind to at that particular moment. So, yeah, that's it basically from my
So,
end.
what is that thing that affects you now, presently in the country?
Presently, I'll say data because when you buy data, by the time you close your eyes and wait, like open it, data is like gone, and then you need data to be up to date for every information going on, what's going on in America, what's going on in Nigeria, what's going on in Ghana. You need your data, and without your data, you're basically, I don't know, I won't say
Data?
useless, but so yeah, data it's very important as well. So with your data, you know what's going on in your government, other governments. So yeah, data.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's not about religion. The problem is that it's about we are like most of us we lack love. Because when we have love, we forget about religion. Because even Jesus Christ came to die for us without religion. He came because of the love. So most of us we are lacking the love. That's why we don't care of anything going in the country, concerning the citizen. You know, lack of the love. The data and the data for me, why the data is so expensive because things are going high. So for things is going high because a lot of people, 90% in Africa, use data. So data must be expensive because you must use it, whether you like it or not, you must buy it because we need data. So it's almost something like food. So no matter how food rise, we must still buy the food because we want to survive. So our government already bothered because they are already satisfied where they are. So we are not satisfied where we are, so we need to try our best to be the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jira.
Well, right now, government's our biggest problem because now cost of everything has gone up. Remember last one time in this our life, we were buying eggs at 1,200 for a crate of egg. Now eggs are like 5,600, 6,000 naira. So it's crazy. Like, fuel is not even funny. You have a car, you're thinking of how I'm going to fuel my car. So, but government's our problem, and we self are our problems too because we actually have to. Change starts from us, but if we cannot do that change from ourselves, how the government now become the change? So,
Thank you very much.
all right, thank you.
Problem in this country.
Government.
Okay. Can you tell us why?
Government really need to adjust the previous problem we are having now, the costs of food and the transport, everything. The graduates are there looking for a job, nothing like that. So even me, I'm a victim of that because I'm a graduate, but I don't have anything to do. So government needs to do that now.
They need to do that now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, ma'am.